the show. This is currently warm up. This is not the match. You have not missed any action. So relax, everyone, calm down. Okay. Knife round's already finished. They're just deciding on the sides. And as soon as these guys are ready, the action will begin here shortly. And this is Inferno. This is, in my opinion, considered one of ESPADA's best maps. I'm not sure if I've seen Fate play this map yet. I can't recall, Keith. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah. Well, they do have a head-to-head record, Roy. Fate have taken both games against ESPADA on dust to an overpass. As far as Inferno goes, though, from Fate, they have a 55% win rate on 11 maps. So ESPADA have a 40% with 10 maps. So, whew. Both teams seemingly play this map. I feel like this is like the third, fourth map type of pool for these players. So, seems to be comfortable for both. And already, Duplicate's gone. Dexter's going to find him. And it leaves just Zik alone, Roy. Alone towards B-side.
Someone give this man a friend. No one should be alone, Keith. And right now, the cards are definitely in hand here for ESPADA. They control the round completely. Now, I'm genuinely surprised that these three players that are stacked towards the halls and bracket have not made a single step here. Zix will eliminate Demo with a nice clean shot. He has the crosshair lined up, so maybe he taps another one away, and he does. He does catch Dexter in the process as well. A nice performance from him to not only even it up, but gain the advantage for his team.
Shots to the smoke are going to ring out here as Sophic and Patsy look like they want to push into construction, or at least try to. They wanted to start to, but they're going to hold up for now. Nikki has a smoke for the bomb. No kit, though, Roy. It's going to be a 10-second defuse if he tries. Finnegan will find Zix. The knife comes out onto Nikki, and all of a sudden it's Paradise, and he doesn't have a chance. He gets shut down. And just like that, it's 1-0 for ESPADA, Roy. And correct me if I'm wrong, is Paradise, is he Harn?
Is he what?
Is his name Harn?
Like his first name or his alias?
His alias.
No, I think it's just Paradise.
Because they have Harn listed on HLTV, so I'm just curious.
Maybe it is. Maybe I am ignorant to the Fate roster. I'm not sure. Players, if you want us to get your names right and build your brand and help you improve, just choose your correct name so that we know who you are.
Yes. All of that, Roy. Agreed.
Oh.
Especially someone like Sophic. I figured he would be to the wiser. Been around the block a couple times.
Yeah, you could say that. The thing here to note is that Fade's actually forced up. This is not a full eco. They have the Deagles. They have a Scout for Paradise who has armor with that as well. And they're looking to contest the round. The unfortunate part is now at the 54-second mark, they just used their final remaining utility, and that was the smoke. Nice opening frag for Finnegan onto Zix. That will certainly help things when it's time to commit. But as of right now, Fate are holding the triple stack here on this A site.
Ooh, Finnegan flying into pit. Drops the bomb. Good kills from Paradise. Nikki can just hide here. Will he get cleared? The flying UMP. 2 bullets remaining on Nikki. Can he get a reload in before Sophic catches him? He does, but doesn't get away in time. Duplicate coming in through Moto, just off the mark with that shot. And right when the Moto smoke blooms, he's going to reposition 8 seconds. He almost could have bought enough time. And I still think he should go for this. Dexter spots him. Sophic will keep on his contact, and Dexter just swings and deals with it. ESPADA get 2 in a row on their T side. Fate's forced by. Gets them some damage, but unfortunately doesn't convert the round. As we will see ESPADA go 3-0, Roy. Looking nice and crispy early on. I think this match is going to be really close, though. I don't see this being a blowout.
No, I really do not think this will be a blowout. It's actually pretty rare to see blowouts. Typically, you'll find blowouts in like the first round or like maybe the second round of Swiss formats. But I mean, what we just witnessed in the last match is a bit of a blowout. But I think that's just unfortunate turn of events for Clint, considering the matchup.
Look at their boost. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off, Roy, but they're boosting on sandbag. That's kind of crazy. They're on the pallet. That's a crazy boost.
Oh yeah, the one towards arches.
You would be very much dead if you come around that corner.
Yeah, unless you're holding a Mac 10 and you just instantly whiz them.
Molly towards Big Pit. Here comes Finnegan. Gets the first. Mac 10 looking to make money. He's got 3 to the Glock. He'll finally go down, but Demo's coming over here to make sure that Mac 10 doesn't get picked up to be used against them. And of course, Mar, well, gonna save the Deagle. Save the Deagle. Hope someone hunts for him. There is the 3 from ESPADA we mentioned. Until Fate get a buyout, which should include an op, Roy.
Look at Dexter. He's like, I want money.
He smells them.
Oh yeah, that Mac 10, it's gives you extra smell for those other players, and there it is. Easy clean, easy money, easy dollar bills. Now we move on to what is Fate's chance to fight back. The first of the chances, of many chances. No, I always feel like early rounds are never stressed about how important they are, but this is the kind of turnaround where if you can't secure the round if you're Fate, this will build the condition of which ESPADA can get more than 10 rounds in this half, right? This is one of the conditions. You win pistol, you win first gun, now you're up 5-0. That's a massive start. You can't secure the second gun, now we're talking about a 7-0. If you can't convert the next, we're talking about a 10-0. At that point, it's like a wishy-washy. Right now is a good time to strike. The economy for ESPADA has not really gone too crazy, too out of control just yet, and they still have the Mac 10 for Sophic. And right now, it's going to be all 5 players for ESPADA looking to up the speed here a little bit as they hit the A site.
Ema looking all over the place. There's a team kill, and it is just a bloody mess on the A site, Roy. There's team kills. There's people shooting nothing. The CTs are here. And then Moto Smoke is fading. There's another one on Finnegan. Dexter, careful. He does get tapped down. Finnegan has to use his smoke on sight. He'll jump up in Cubby, and he gets knocked down, Roy, on the single box, and he will fall. It's going to be Fate to answer back. They get the op. They get an AK. But now they have to fight off with a weaker buy against ESPADA's full buy once again.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
But they have an op still. They have an AK. That usually helps. That usually makes the defense a little bit easier. Now, ESPADA, they are running their final bank here into the ground. Good start, but they need this one if they want to continue their pressure. If they want to continue that early win. Now, the problem for Fate is that they only have 1 kit. That's number 1 problem. Number 2 problem is Paradise. I'm calling you out. You didn't buy a kit, but I guess you don't need one if you're going for an early risk and are thinking about maybe dying. So there's that, Keith.
There is that. A lot of nades being thrown towards half wall. A good nade from Duplicate coming in right now. Tons of damage. Another flasher swinging to peak. And it is just a spray fest. Dexter gets all 3 with his op from the back lines. Now those smoke CT and try to take it into the site, but they may double back. Roy, is ESPADA overthinking this? They've killed 3 players.
Yeah, to be fair, one of those players was on the A site, so they're not...
Yeah, that's fair.
They aren't 100% sure if the players already made it on site. Typically, when you kill 2 people, that's already passage, you know? That's already the big telltale sign. Like, it doesn't require much thinking. At most, you're going to face 1 player here on the A site. But I think the biggest thing for me is, like, I'm not a particular big fan of splitting on these kind of rounds, and I think Patsy's kind of thinking the same thing as he's already beginning to regroup back with the squad. So he's holding for pushes early, making sure there's no flank, and then now he's regrouping for the site hit. Smoke is going to be blooming. Going to go for the double smokes. 1 for Coffin, 1 for CT. Flashbang likely going high for sight. And I think soon they'll realize no one is home. And Zix and Mar will have to decide, Keith, if they want to save, if they want to hold on to these guns, or if they want to attempt this retake. But I'm thinking, I'm leaning at least, that they're probably just going to save and get that op top mid.
Bomb has been planted.
Yeah, I'm thinking that's what they'll probably do as well. ESPADA well handled. Get the opening picks. They trade out the banana kills, which can be difficult. Fate, unfortunately, the flashbang was just a little late while that player was swinging. And fully capitalized to ESPADA. Off to 4 rounds already on the T side, Roy. Fate with saving an op at an M4. Hitting max, well, not max, excuse me, not max loss. Hitting 2-round loss. They'll get $2,400. Don't think they can buy around this, even though Zix drop. Just pistols. Inferno's a type of map where aggression can be favored. I wouldn't mind a banana push, maybe an alt mid push with the op posting up somewhere.
Wait.
And don't tell me they do this. Is he just dropping the M4 to buy his own? Okay, good thing they pause.
Yes, that...
Because, like, this, if they just would have started buying, they're going to miss out on a rifle round, no?
I think they can potentially squeeze one out. Yeah, so he actually has the A1S equipped, so he drops that over. That's actually one of the only instances where I'm like, okay, wow, that extra $200 less is actually helped these guys get a pretty good buyout. And Zix could buy his own rifle. Mar already has one. Nikki could go down to the MP9 with full utility. That's still a pretty good buy, all things considered. They got some kits out. They got some utility out. Not bad, actually. I like this. There it is. There's the MP9. Okay, so they do get out of purchase here. It's actually a pretty good buy too, Keith. Bless the timeouts. Properly discuss things without rushing important decisions. I respect that. +1, my friends.
One of the few teams we've seen actually take a pause in a heat of the moment, Roy, and make a proper decision. So, atta boys. They're on the good list, Roy. No coal for them this Christmas, which is a long ways away, but you should probably start shopping, everyone, because it's going to catch up to you. You know it always does. But for now, we'll enjoy the summer, Roy, because we don't get a long one in Canada.
Yeah. That's true. Mostly. Global warming is helping a little bit with that.
Humidity, definitely. Definitely.
Now, ESPADA is denied information for Fate. And information denial is what allows ESPADA to run the clock down to 45 seconds and still not have a stack on the B site. So, they are going to go for the full exec. There are still some counter utility available. Smoke's going to come down here at 40 seconds. Wow, that's so... That is rough timing, because now they have to decide if they're going to force through this or if they're going to wait it out. And it appears that they're going to wait it out, but this wait is allowed Mar to make it all the way over here for the re-exec.
Oh, duplicate caught out. Nikki gonna be able to find Dima though. The CTs maintaining, getting favorable kills is Finnegan. The smoke CT's gone. He's a little nervous. Smoke CT nading on the Mar. It won't hit. He has to plant, has to stick it, needs help. Dexter can only do so much. Paradise is already behind him, and Fate. They can double up if they want. Instead, Paradise is just going to grab the favored skin of his as Zix and Mark get out with AKs. Fate squeak out a second round on an important buy that they took time to talk about. ESPADA, no talking here. Right back in it.
All right, what's the strat here for ESPADA? I feel like they're having more success with the explode strats than anything right now. Only won one gun round since Keith, since the pistol conversions. Gonna go for the Hall's control. Now, as long as banana control is maintained here for Fate, all their spidey senses, all their intuition is pointing that this is obviously either some sort of bracket explode or Hall explode. You can see that Mar and Paradise are already repositioning for it, but have they caught the timing? Oh,
Dima, what an entry. They get beautiful timing, Roy. Look at where all those players died on the CT side. Essentially in a line. The setup wasn't quite there from Fate. They get some good timing. They catch that player coming in from Moto. The default player couldn't support the small pit player. They weren't quite ready or set up for that fully. As Sophick's going to hunt down Nikki. The battle of the SMGs. And they can send one... I'd think they should send Sophick in to try to find Duplicate. It's worth it. And if Degser can trade it, more power to them. And there you have it. Gorgeously done. ESPADA. That is a response and then some. They finish their sentence with an exclamation mark. They get their guns back without having to reinvest. And now Fate are going to have to just go to pistols. I don't think they have much other choice.
The explode strats. What I'm also wondering is what exactly forced, or not forced, what caused Fate to shuffle their numbers right before that hit came in? Like there is no pressure banana. There was nothing going on. But for some reason, right before the hit came in from ESPADA, all three players on the A defenses shuffled. Why is that? We'll never know, Keith.
I would like to know, though, Roy.
Now, it's a 4-man stack here for Fate on the B defenses. Patience is going to be key here for the Fate side. I think ESPADA, if they're wise, they'd only send in one player committed. Multiples of these guys get caught in this quadruple crossfire. It could be a problem.
Ooh, could have been. Good clear from Thoughtpick. Duplicate does get one from the back of sight. He's going to need some assistance. He's already gone. Pat will worry about the CT push. And the pressure will be lifted, Roy. A little bit of an awkward standoff in towards mid. Finnegan's like, I'll wait for the push. And Mar has the same idea. They're just kind of hanging out, hoping someone would run into each other. But spotted with 6 rounds, Roy. Built up another buy, economy-wise speaking. While Fate will get the ops out and everything else. Not a problem. And I wonder what the change up from Fate's going to have to be here, Roy. Is it aggression? Is it fighting for banana a bit more aggro? Is it an alt mid pick? Something to throw a spanner in the works? I do not know.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. It's kind of tough because ESPADA is both playing slow and fast, and typically the counter to slow playing is you just hold your utility, right? Like you don't need to use it early. You know ESPADA is only going to commit off their executes, so you can hold your util until they waste their util. But part of me is thinking, I think they should take the game into their own hands, right? Control their fate in some senses, no pun intended. And just go aggressive. Send players out with the ops. Send players out down banana with the rifles. Just take the fights. I think they're thinking the same thing.
I like it. Unfortunately, the molly just missed. Good old deep nade. Gonna land on Degster. And this time, Fate, they hold off ESPADA from getting any banana control early. Plus, get a kill. That is key. Now, Mar is in a one and done, and the op is supposed to get the trade, but he can't, Troy. Paradise just off the mark. Maybe the boiler player? He's hoping. He sees him. It's Finnegan. He gets him. Even going for a cheeky wallbang as the second player will swing around the corner. ESPADA down a man, and I'll make it 2. Duplicate still holds banana. He's going to start the push. He'll get good timing to find Softvic. He'll say, thank you, Dima, for damaging your teammate. As it's Patsy with the lurk smoke. And they let him out. He creeps out. They know this is a possibility. They definitely heard him drop, or did they?
No, they definitely heard him drop.
Definitely did. Now Zix knows. Spots him again on top of the sound cue.
I love how Zix just fires a shot and just stays there because he knows he has the cover of the smoke.
Oh, this is... That's such a cheeky angle through the hay.
The reversed side.
Ooh.
Usually people are holding from the other side of it.
Yeah, the reverse, yeah. I like it. There you go. Nicky's going to find Patsy, and that's a good response from Fate. Aggression down Banana, showing they're not scared. They maintain their op. Their op gets a pick. They hang on to their app setup even after getting Banana control because they knew ESPADA either had to come to brackets, and when a team gets brackets, typically they go for hauls on top of it. So well done from Fate.
Yeah. Also, I mean, props to Duplicate for winning those two 1v1s. Those are massive. I think one was through the smoke, to be fair. The other one was a very clean duel. Risky, but it paid off this time around. And once again, ESPADA fall back to their pretty standard default. Two players headed over towards Banana. A couple players holding down bottom mid. One player gaining ground in alt mid, as well as Hall, slowly but surely. That's Patty, the Hall lurk, it appears. And Fate are going for the Banana control again. And back to back this time around and through the smokes. Completely blind. They get both kills, Keith.
Wow. Sodfig and Dima are not too lucky right now. Their luck looking like it's running out a little bit. Towards middle they will go. How is this going to work out for them, Roy? They're coming up. They know Zix loves playing Balk. Spots the elbow. Pops some shots in. Mar on default's going to swing. Lines them up. Can't get the third. Dexter is piecing. He's backing up. He's hoping to get another good fight. Instead, he's thrown into halls. Told to win this 1v5. And he doesn't like that, Roy. He doesn't like his odds.
Yeah, I can't blame him for that one. If my math is correct here, the loss bonus for ESPADA is really not that high right now. So, without a bomb plant, I mean, I think even with a bomb plant, I still don't think they would be able to get out a real healthy buy right here. But Dexter's in a pretty dangerous position. He gets one, some economic consolation. I think Fate could maybe throw one more gun at both here, if that even. There he goes. Now they have to decide. Okay, maybe we give this guy some space.
Counter-terrorist.
Oh, Zix is still going for it. Wow, that got really expensive, actually. Unfortunately for ESPADA, they really cannot follow through with this. Like, Safa could get a Galil armor, Patsy could get an AK armor, but yeah, they're just gonna go for the Deagles. A little hand cannons, some extra utility for Sophic, the IGL of the squad, as they at least want to open up their options. But I think the biggest piece here in this round is just give Dexter space, give him time, let him work the map, let him work the picks, let him take the risks for you. And when it's time to entry, you just send somebody in front of him and hope for the best.
Exactly, yeah. Seems like they're getting ready to do almost just that, Roy. Dexter's still hoping someone will peek in towards mid. Fate don't necessarily need that much information. They can just spot their top mid and go from there. Paradise. Waiting for a peek himself with an op. And it seems like ESPADA made their mind up. They know Duplicate likes playing here alone late round, but he hangs onto his nade. He holds onto his molly. Sophic's gonna have to line up the CT smoke quick, because there's already a rotating Nicky here who has another molly himself, and it's beautifully placed. They have to run through it. They don't want to. They hear the fire. They're burning. A flash over from Zix, who's now arrived himself. And they got to go on that pop flash from Dexter. No choice. Zix is going to hold mouse one, cutting them down alongside Nicky. Free from Zix. Beautiful spray control. And Dexter does not want to save the op again. Keep in mind, they do only get 2-round loss. So if he can save it, honestly, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world because armor and op. But he doesn't want to die after time either because he's kind of stuck. Nice shot on the one. He knows the pinch is coming. 14 seconds. Slowly creeping his way down. Did you expect two players? They're going to double swing him. They are. He dies before time, so that's probably the best outcome because I don't think they would have let him live.
Yeah, they've lost the op, actually. There's no way to recover that either. I mean, Dexter at most right here, he's going to go Deagle, maybe Max 10. Now he's going to go for the Deagle. A little extra utility. And Fate continue their streak here, Keith. They're still not really out of the economic trap, though. They're still kind of in it. If they can hold on to a couple of the guns, they can sustain purchases. It's not a big deal on that end, but we're nearing the end of the half now, and they've managed to tie the game up. So they've opened up the opportunity for them to retake a lead here. A 9-6 for Fate would be so so massive.
That would be a really good turn of events for them. Very, very doable. Kind of starts here, though. Deal with this. Move into them having taken eco. And then we can talk. Paradise pushing up to porch. Gonna peek into boiler. Finnegan cut off. He's gone. Good on Paradise to fall back now. Playing very safe. And ESPADA trying to do a Halls pop, Roy. But they have very low utility to throw over the top. Patsy's not going to be throwing a chimney flash. It's going to be Dexter to throw a smoke and flash. Paradise, good for a second. Has teammates to lock it down. Even dinks up the third. He is actually unfortunately going to die. As Dexter now will fall. Duplicate can grab the op. And 6-6 we go. Going into round 13, it's going to be ESPADA. I imagine they're going to hit us with a Halls pop again. That's been working really well. Banana seems a bit too unlocked for these pistols.
Oh, by the way, I just remembered Bibby is coaching Fate.
That's very true, Roy. That's very true. His sleep schedule must be ruined.
Yeah.
Or really good, I guess. Depends.
Depends which way you look at it. But I think the biggest thing for me that I'm noticing in this matchup is that ESPADA aren't really playing like their normal selves. They're usually very defaulty. They're usually very pick-based. They like to take methodical map control. But now it just seems like they're resorting to these explode hits that really haven't worked since the beginning of the game. Now it's the Dexter cam once again. Last man standing. Probably like, guys, why is it always me last alive here? Am I baiting? Yes.
Five alive is huge for Fate, Roy. Then again, it is only 2 rounds remaining, so even if they all died, they still would have been maybe okay. But hey, everything's fine. We'll carry on as normal. An op in Dexter's hands. He's been fairly consistent with it. 12 kills, leading his team. All things considered, this has been a very low fragging game. A lot of saves, a lot of 2 to 3 players trying to stay alive. Softpick double entry on Banana. They know there's a third player there. He's going, wait a minute, who flashed for them? They have to know there's still one more. It is Duplicate. He is typically the B anchor on top of it all. He's going to be playing towards Coffins. One and done. Dima's got him. Can Zix get another lucky spray through the smoke? The bomb's already crossed. Majority of players have already made it over. And this is where it gets difficult. How do you get back in? What do you do?
I think Mar has a pretty good idea. He's looking for that flank. If he gets Patsy all the time, wow, that's so unlucky. Nice timing by Patsy. Solid work on the flank. Unfortunate there for Mar. And I'm glad they did not save, right? They don't need to save. They have a ton of money here left over. They can easily get out of buy. They can easily get the ops, full utility, full kits across the board. So I'm at least happy they did not save. But ESPADA, they do have some fight in them remaining, Heat. They could still pull the lead here. An 8-7 would still be, I think, all things considered, a pretty good T-half. This map is so weird now, I feel like. It's almost every game has gone 8-7 or 9-6 in one direction. I generally cannot tell if this is a T-sided map or a CT-sided map anymore. But solid amount of damage being dealt by Fate. A 1-for-1 trade is typically favorable for the T side, but I think with the amount of damage they've done to Sotfig, I almost feel like Fate got the better end of the deal. And now even more so.
Oh, wow. Finnegan. Oh, he spots him out and jiggles it well. They're going to try to wrap this around now. Nikki, can he stop this? I think just getting one and trying to stay alive and hamper the rotates. But it's going to be so hard. They don't clear him. 1-2 for Nikki. Dexter, now the entrance to B is mollied. He has to grab the bomb. It doesn't quite spread well, so he makes it through. I think he dropped a smoke in CT on the way. This would be one hell of a 1v3. Fate can do it. They can get the 8-7. This half has been well turned around by them. As they wait out this smoke. Dexter, he might come through this. Yo, this is going to be crazy if he gets good timing. Paradise drops a molly. Not good timing.
Oh.
A second earlier, or honestly, a couple seconds later, would have nailed it. Just a little early. An 8-7. Fate, that is a great half. Considering, normally 8-7, you're like, the CT side probably flat, and they didn't do too well. But considering how this started,
I mean, you're down 6-2.
it ended really well, yeah.
You're down 6-2. You finished the half 8-7. Like, Jesus, that's insane. You went 6-for-1 after being down 6-2. That's a pretty good comeback, if I say so. But now is going to be the interesting part, right? Like, which version of ESPADA are we going to see on the CT side? They've gone for the full armor. Typically, this means aggression keep, something that I'd love to see on pistol round for the CTs. And it'll be straight down mid. They go. They're looking to establish dominance. They're looking to make a statement. This could end well or this could end poorly. Not sure yet.
Ooh, nice shot from Sodfig. The aggression down mid. They clear up banana. Thank goodness Home Fate only had one player there. Could have been worse. As Mar gonna deal with Finnegan. They catch him out, pushing down. In through under. And now Dima still holding top mid. They're kind of confused as to where everyone from Fate is, but they are connecting the shots. Mar's gonna try to come through under. Gonna poke his head up and greeted by two. Patsy, the flick down. 8-8. Big pistol from ESPADA. Trying to find their mojo, trying to get back into the swing, find that mode. Fate, I think you don't force here. I'm all for it. They're my kind of boys, Roy.
Yeah, Inferno's a map where you can get away with AKs, right? I feel like it's almost unnecessary to force buy on this map. Big thing, though, is that Patsy had a pretty rough start, and he's, like, quietly making his way back to the top right now. 12-9. Highest KD on his team. And only improving, it seems, every round. Okay. Ton of damage being dealt early here by the ESPADA side. Now, if there's more than 1 or 2 kills here for Fate, I genuinely would be surprised. It seems like ESPADA is playing it pretty respectful for the most part, minus Sofik, who's looking to farm up with the SMG. Now that he's been hit, he's not going to press it too hard. And it's Zix, the Deagle, holding down the bottom mid. There it is. Only 1 kill going to the rifle. That's a pretty solid round for ESPADA. Keeping all 5 alive. Farmed up a ton of money with the SMGs. Now we come back to the force here. I say force, but it's actually a full buy for Fate. But it will be limited on utility keep. That's the only problem. Is they will have a limited amount of smokes and mollies. They have 4 smokes, a single Molotov, and a single flashbang. That's all they have to convert this round. It's pretty hard recipe.
Yeah, that is the issue. That's why I think we're going to see more teams in pistol round on Seaside buy nothing on pistol Roy. Maybe one player gets like a double flash, and the rest buy nothing. You have that extra $800 here, Roy. That's full utility. I'm surprised we haven't seen more teams attempt that, considering pistol means less and less late in these trying days of. In the meantime, ESPADA trying to fight under porch. Har, the double trade to make it a 3K. Duplicates cleared the site. He's gonna plant, and ESPADA, they're gonna buy next round. So might as well go for this retake. Any damage, give yourself a chance. You have full utility. So sadly missing a kits, which I don't know how those didn't get bought up.
I think they just figured there'd be some on site, so they didn't really need one. But now they're gonna go for the save. They're gonna hold on to their full set of utility, full set of weapons. Easily drop those over. I think this is the wise decision, honestly. The economy for Fate is still not quite going to recover out of this one, considering they have no utility left in hand except a smoke for Mar. So they will have to purchase a ton of utility in the next round. So their money will be maintained still. But what a crazy round, though. I mean, it was just straight up brawl down bracket in the first 20 seconds of the round. I guess that's a really good kind of adjustment or decision, I should say, from Fate, because of the fact that they had no utility, so they might as well kick up the speed and resolve the round before the utility plays a factor.
Espada talking about how this buy is going to work out. Dexter does go for the op, Roy. His team's already going to be somewhat low on utility between Sotfik himself and Patsy. Ooh, but they throw Patsy in M4. Nice. Knew that was happening. Quick tech pause follows the tack by Espada from Fate.
Were they both taking pauses?
Espada took attack, Fate tech attack.
Okay. Convenient.
Yeah. Worked out nicely.
Dima's been so quiet in this game. He's
Yeah,
typically
which
somebody
is
that
weird,
has
right?
so much impact in a round.
Yeah, he's typically popping off, so. Now that he's on the CT side, maybe he'll be given a bit more chances, Roy. He did get a little unlucko on the T side at times. Curious to see. We should see Mar drop over an AK. Duplicate can do the same. That way Nikki and Paradise can get fully comfortable. While Espada, we'll see where Dexter wants to go with his op, right? First time having it on the CT side. Doesn't have really a good spawn. Kind of just a middle of the pack, run of the mill. Does he go for the banana support pick? Does he try to get boosted in on the corner of banana? Does he go ahead and play passive mid? That's my best guess, considering he has no utility. So, but after the quick round Fate dropped on Espada, I wonder if they will be a little weary as to that happening again.
Definitely keep an eye out for Dexter, by the way. He's insane at opping on CT side on this map. At least from what I've seen before. Also, guys, for the love of God, Finnegan, please buy a kit. Dima, buy a kit.
And that's what I'm saying, right? The dude's got $3,800. The $400 is going to help Dima anyway, so he can just buy one. Just saying. It may come back to bite them, Roy, and when it does, we can poke a little bit of fun. We've earned that.
Yeah, if you don't buy a kit, you already forfeit the right for me to roast you. So, I will be roasting you if it plays a factor. For now, we will see how it unfolds as Fate's going to look to take banana control early on. A lot of Molotovs and utility being used up here. Now here comes the counter util. Do they know duplicates behind the wall? And you can see that with Espada's positioning, they really want this banana control. The double nades are going to go towards logs. Unfortunately, no one is there that time around. Playing towards Broom, but this is so unfortunate for Espada because they dumped so much of their utility on that banana and did not even get to establish it. Now they're going to be forced to fall back to sites. That means Dima with no utility on site. Finnegan still has his entire set. That's good. And Sotfik is there as well with the ump, and well, he has nothing left. It's just not even head armor.
Patsy is going to smoke apps right at the right time. They're going to try to come through this. They know Patsy's in pit. Does he get a good first fight? No. Paradise claims it. Dexter smoked off. Does he come through the smoke? Mar immediately traded out. Honestly, Espada maintaining this pretty well. So these trades are great to get Fate into the site. And their kits are gone, Roy. We'll see if they can pick one up. All trying to come in through Moto. As Demo will molly Mini. There is someone there, but it's just short. He doesn't have a good arm. He throws it very soft. Nikki will get the flash, and Espada have to save.
Oh, yeah. They're already backing out. I think this decision.
Oh, why? No. Sofix should be able to get the op. Okay. That still really sucks.
No, that actually I think scuffs the buy completely.
Yeah, because they were gonna buy because Finnegan was rich, and now it's like, ugh.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, right? Is that Finnegan was the driving factor for that decision. Like, he had a ton of money left over. So if they hold on to those 3 guns, they could get out another purchase. Now they're still gonna... Oh, man, they still fell into the trap of buying up here. But it's so limited. Double MP9s, which are typically pretty strong weapons on Nuke. On Inferno, excuse me, I will admit. But they've not had success with rifles. I'm not entirely sure how the SMGs are gonna help. Now, retake utility being dumped here by the ESPADA side. That only retakes car. Doesn't quite retake the entire set of banana. Where is Dexter with the op here? Number 7. He's all the way in halls. Yeah, okay, so they're running the Astralis setup, popularized by Astralis.
Dima. It seems like everyone's so well versed with that utility off the wall. Whenever I throw stuff off the wall there, it just goes like out of the map. So good thing they're pro and they've practiced that utility. In the meantime, Patsy somehow doesn't get traded in Hall, spacing a little off there for Zixroy. And Patsy gets one and gets out. He was fairly aggressive. But Finnegan sticks around a bit too long in Boiler. M4 gone. Meantime, Banana fight, duplicate, CT side, T side. He keeps winning these fights. And always alone, seemingly. He is the get right. He is the lurk. He is the man to just create space, keep that rotator honest. And did Dexter see Paradise? I think he did, right?
Yeah, I think he did as well. I think he caught just like his shoulder. You can see that he's scoped up waiting for this right now. Paradise is going to walk into this. Demo wins his duel. Dexter wins his, and suddenly the fate of the round is spun completely. Patsy's still on site. That's the bomb gone down. Mar's going to have to run to the site, but Dexter will not allow him to cross over. No chance to plant the bomb. ESPADA, they hold on. MP9s and everything. And Dexter could drop an M4 here. So could Dima. And Patsy could buy his own. And they could have a pretty strong purchase right here. Now, the problem for Fate is without that bomb plan is not... And their buy here is so scuffed. Nikki, 5,300. He can buy. Mar could buy. Duplicate could buy. But Zix will have to downgrade to Galil. And possibly even a... Yeah, they're going for it. Going for the Mac 10 and Galil.
That's a little out there, Roy. Are you with it?
I think I'm with it. Only the one condition that ESPADA's loss bonus is gone. And this is a potential double reset round. You drop this though, and you're in a really tough spot if you're Fate. So it's
a double reset for both teams, huh?
I think less so for Fate though, since they already have a bit of a loss bonus.
Yeah, they do have that one round. You're right. A risk, well worth it apparently though. Dima on the half wall. Gonna be able to find Nikki. He's been playing all right. He's gone already. No chance for a refrag, and ESPADA gonna rotate that one player out. So they're going to rotate everyone. They're going to try to all fall back and deal with this wrap that gets called out that it was open. That is so crazy from ESPADA. That they 3-man rotate back just to deal with that, and they don't mind retaking B against 2. That is very brazen, and I love everything about it. Softpick going to let them spray away, and they trade it out. No CT smoke.
Beautiful.
Fate relied really heavily on that wrap.
I mean, that was the whole crux of the strat, right? Is like, pull as much attention away on Banana, get these guys sneaking into CT spawn. Unfortunately for them, they get spotted right at the end of that. So it was a bit unfortunate on that end. But what a response from ESPADA, though. Immediately abandoning the B site, knowing that they're in a sandwich, alleviating pressure instantly. No hesitation. Like, you got to love that flow of decisions, right, in the mid-round. So cool. But now we're seeing some aggression here coming out from Finnegan as he's getting chipped down. This is get eliminated in the process. Dexter looking for heads. Dexter sees. Dexter kills.
He's starting to heat up with the op, Roy. I mean, he was already pretty warm on the T side. Now that he's on the CT side with the op, he's 20 and 10. He's pushing you with a USP just for confidence sake. Paradise does have the M4 coming in through from under, and won't even get a chance to peek his head into the sunlight. 12 now for ESPADA. Wait, did he drop his gun?
Sofik dropped the ump looking for the M4 and didn't find the M4 and lost the ump. So
Aw.
I mean, it's not a big deal. It's only an ump, but like,
Still kind of sad, though.
could have been a $3,100 save that he found the M4 a little bit quickly. But I think the big thing here to know is that Fate still doesn't have a lot to work with in this round. They're limited in terms of weaponry. They don't have a... That's the only limit. It's not that big of a limit, but they don't have a lot of utility. And if they're going to use a lot of that to retake Banana, they're not going to have much for the execute. So if I'm ESPADA, the biggest thing that I'm trying to communicate in this round is that you need to trade utility if you're ESPADA. Every time a molly or smoke is thrown by Fate, you match it. If they smoke left side mid, you counter smoke bracket. If they molly, you counter molly. And you just keep playing nade for nade because ESPADA will run out. Or excuse me, Fate will run out and ESPADA will have the advantage on that end. And if there's no noise at all on the map, then like that's when you just start dumping your nades because probably an explode is coming.
Yeah, they're probably creeping. Now, they do still have 2 smokes. Everyone but Dexter and Sodfik with kits. Naughty boys. Finnegan, the smoke fades. What a flake. He does see Mar right as the smoke fades. Now, with Moto smoke, they're exchanging shots. Still 2 players here from ESPADA right. They don't know about Sodfik. Or does Zix know and he's not telling anyone? What is happening?
Nah, they have no idea.
Now peeks. Yeah, he hid that smoke beautifully. They do trade him out before Sofik could get 2, which I bet he thought he would get. Dexter drops the op to Finnegan, grabs the AK. Can he AK entry as well into a site? A shallow moto smoke to allow him to come into sight, perhaps to take a fight. But the spam is too good from Zix. And Finnegan's going to save the op, and Fate keep it close. We keep it going. ESPADA, the run of 3 in a row will not make it to 4. It'll be stopped. And good timing from Fate. But they do still have to get through another bye with not only Dexter and his op, but full utility and full rifles.
And not really the same can be said about Fate, right? Like, yeah, they'll have full weapons, but they're going to be fully invested here. And their loss bonus is starting to kind of dwindle away, so that's a bit of a problem on that end. Weapons are dropped, economy here. Oh wait, did they buy an extra AK?
Did they really? I'll take a fly. I'll go look.
Wait,
No,
they should have had full utility out of this round. That's surprising.
Ooh, yeah, I felt like they should have.
Okay. Either way. Finnegan does know how to buy kits, Keith. So he has that going for him. Sofik and Dima both opted not to. I think they're just happy with the 2 kits that they currently have. Now, the one thing that we have not seen from ESPADA is like any sort of bracket stack. We haven't seen the triple pour setups. We haven't seen the bait setups on arches or the boost setups on arches. We haven't. The only thing that we've really seen has been Hall's setups. And there's just so many more positions that... Oh, man. This is getting a little weird. No one's throwing any flashes.
No.
This is just a slaughter right here. They're walking in one by one. Dexter and Sofik, they're more than happy to take those fights. And now Dima wants a piece of the pie. And it is ESPADA to completely dismantle Fate. It's on such a sloppy spacing and you support there on that take. And they're going to take a timeout here.
I wonder if Fate just assumed, based on the time and lack of nades thrown early towards the banana, that ESPADA would just be passive in sight, like jiggling for info and waiting to drop a smoke when they peek car. Because by the time Fate had those flashes, 3 players were dead. So it seems like they were kind of hoping no one would be close half wall or posted on half wall. It almost seemed like they were assuming there, Roy. And now it's just going to be some upgraded pistols, some P250s. They do take a tack to talk about it. They just missed the mark. They missed the flashes a little late. And they do get slaughtered, as you said, by Dima, Sodfik, and Dexter. Dexter, by the way, 22 and 11.
Yeah, I'm honestly not even surprised. Kind of what I just expect from him now. It's like, all right, Dexter, I'm not giving you props for doing your job. Here we go. Pop flash from mid. Fate looking to explode. Nothing, no one is here yet. Dexter is spotting one player. Movement or not, you're still going to get picked by Dexter. And Patsy and Finnegan, they catch one each. And ESPADA improved to 14. And we are now what is, in my opinion, probably not even my opinion, but probably the final stand here for Fate. It's do or die. You win this round, you have a chance. You lose this round, well, hope you get a bomb plant. Otherwise, you are screwed. On the other hand, ESPADA has so much money and a 3-round differential that they could just start to really throw Fate into the works here. They can throw off the pacing. They can take unnecessary risks. They can kind of get very X factor. They can just send Saltfic down, but he's not able to find the kill onto Nikki. And the flashbang support is there for Nikki this time around, so he does not get overwhelmed. Molotov will press it forward. They don't seem to be ready for this at all, but look at this. Finnegan's here now. They're looking for the re-aggression. They're looking to retake Banana. The nades lands right on top of Nikki. Dexter's gonna go for the peek. Dexter finds the peek. And if Paradise is thinking about contesting Dexter, you're not gonna have a good time. Oh, he just wants the bomb.
He got out. He did dance out of there. Dexter sold that someone's still close. He's going to go to the AK, leaving the off behind to keep pushing. Patsy, in the meantime, the only anchor towards A and Pit. He's done his job. He's done one and slowed them. He's going to do more. He gets 2. Paradise, 44 HP, 1v4. Is ESPADA going to get to 15? Yes, sirree, Patsy. 3 in the bag for him. AK, thank you for the smoke. No bomb plant. Lost bonus not quite there. It is going to be a weird, interesting buy from Fate as Dexter and ESPADA keep on going.
Whew. Pistols, Mac 10s. A lot of utility here for Fate. Options in terms of executes and set pieces are available. But they've already lost Nikki. Dexter, he's not missing anymore, Keith. He's hitting every single shot.
He's kind of gone into Dexter mode. And you know that song? Dexter! It's made for him, Roy. I know you know the exact one I'm talking about.
The Dexter's Laboratory?
Yeah. yeah.
Okay, yes, I got that. I got it. We caught
Hell
one.
yeah. You are a modern man. Patsy. In towards Graveyard, spraying 2 down. They do trade out with the nades and the Deeg, but they're a man down and no smoke for Moto. That's going to make things weird, or at least there is one. Does not thrown yet. Has to do the jump throw one. Is this Molly going to mess up the spread a little bit? As Sofik gets caught alone, here comes Dima through the smoke. Paradise pokes his head up, and it's gone. It's all on Mar. Fighting from Big Pit. Good win on the first. It's just Dexter with an AK, not an op. Molly, Big Pit, here comes Mar, and Dexter wins the duel. He ends 28 and 11.
Insane.
180 R as an opper.
100
He's
plus.
done his job. Yeah, 100 plus for sure. He's done his job. And then some. Wow.
And this is kind of what we were expecting. This is more in line with the ESPADA that we've kind of grown to know in Winners League, right? This is a bit of a better showing for them. And Fate, on the other hand, I feel like had this match started a little bit differently, had they not went down on the 6-2 in the beginning of the game, I feel like this would have been a little bit different. But Fate has shown so many symptoms and so many signs of just solid gameplay. Yeah, there were some rounds where they looked a little bit disconnected, a little bit disjointed, specifically that round where they just ran up Banana and got destroyed. There's another round where they kind of did the same thing on A side as well. But beyond those, like their T side looked pretty well constructed. So shout out to them. Luckily for Fate, they are not eliminated yet, but they will be moving on to the 1 and 2 pool where they have one final chance. Any more losses from here, they're out. They need 2 more wins to secure themselves a playoffs. And on the other hand, ESPADA, they have guaranteed the 2 and 1 pool, which means that 1 more win in the next 2 games, and they secure their spot in the playoffs. So congratulations to them. And if you're in here right now and you're enjoying the Counter-Strike that we provide to you on a weekly basis, please follow our socials: Twitch, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. All of that goes a long way for us to be able to improve the content as well as increase the prize pools for the players. And of course, follow this beautiful man right here, me down here below, and our producer, Observer Melanie. And shout out to VBet, our sponsor for season 4. For now, Keith, we are out of here. It'll be actually, before I leave, I think we're still doing the giveaway for the 5 ESL Katowice hoodies. So, I mean, listen, if you guys don't want it, just enter it for me. I'll take it.
I mean, there is 5, so 3 of us. Nick can have 1. Yeah, we could find people who could take them if you guys don't want them.
True.
That's all I'm saying.
True. But if you do want to get involved in that one, just look in the chat. I think there's a link down there below. Or otherwise, check out the Winners League or Winner.gg on, I think, Twitter is the one advertising it right now. For now, everyone, thank you all for tuning in. It has been a pleasure. We may or may not have a broadcast tomorrow. I'm not entirely sure, as we've had some scattered games here for the weekend. If you want to know what's happening with those, just keep your eyes on HLTV, check win.gg, or check our Twitter. It would be the best way for you to know what's happening for those matches. For now, everyone, we are out of here. We'll see you either tomorrow or the beginning of next week as we continue along to figure out who will be making it out of the gauntlet, Keith. Take it easy, everybody, and goodbye.